This print just finished. Basically, it was approximately 33 layers. I started videotaping the beginning, the very first layer, right up until this very last layer. But I just wanted to show what the final result is. It's smooth all the way across. Basically, this piece here is going to be reprinted because I made it thin. This is a thin piece, but that was before I modified the thickness of this one. So I decided to make this thicker, and in that case, this piece would have been too thin. You can see there it falls below the surface of this part here. So this is going to be made thicker to be flush right here. This will be allowed to spin. That's a whole nother part of the game. It's sort of a puzzle slash game. I just wanted to again show the printer itself as it always is. This is as the hot end is. It's stock. It's straight out of the box. As you see it there, we have the plastic extruder straight out of the box, as you see there. No reason to change, for me, no reason to change to a metal extruder because there just seems to be so many issues with that, you know, looking at past posts and stuff, when all you really had to do essentially, if indeed the lever cracked or malfunctioned in some fashion, just purchase the arm, because an arm purchased from the manufacturer or the supplier has never been installed, so it's literally brand new, straight out of the package. Takes like 5 minutes, about $3. Remove that screw, replace the arm, and start printing again. I mean, it's like within a few minutes, and you can start printing successfully for the next several years. This is the plastic extruder from Creality. There's no E-step changes. You don't have to do anything with the gear or the motor or anything, or any calibrations or anything. Literally just it's a remove and replace. Okay, that's it. We have the white Bowden tube. We have the filament going straight into the extruder because the holder is right here on the side, not up there, because now you don't need to print any kind of levers or arms or guides or anything to redirect the filament, when if you just put it over here, it just goes straight in. There's no added friction or anything like that. I am, of course, using the old school right here tramming tool, and not any kind of electronic gizmo that you have to calibrate and mechanically have to trust it to do its job. But it seems like it takes so long to be able to tram your bed, when essentially if you set it up properly with a flat surface, this is a flat surface from the beginning, then this isn't looking for any highs and lows because none exist. So if there's no highs and lows that this is supposed to compensate for, then for me it's not needed. And I found out that I don't need it. I just tram and level the bed on 4 corners of the area that I'm working, and I'm done. I don't need to check anything else. Okay, so there's that. The temperature of my bed has always been the set point of 0. I've never heated the bed, so I don't have to worry about if there's a power failure, and people are saying, well, you know, if there's a failure, of course the heat will shut off and the print will come off the bed. Well, in this particular case, not at all. This is a thing of the past. So basically, with this setup that I have here, the print will stay in place the entire time until I'm ready to remove it. And that's no matter if there's a power failure or not. I can literally, you know, shut this off, and this will stay in this location until I'm ready to move it. As a close-up, you can see here there's no brim, right? Not required. There's no raft. There's no messy glue sticks or anything like that. No curling. Okay, it's staying in one solid piece. The edges are sharp and precise. They're clean all the way around. The same with here. See if I can get this out of here. Same here. The edges are sharp and clean as they're supposed to be. So anyway, just wanted to show that this is my printer, as all my printers are. I have 4 of them, and I have a CR10S, which is also stock. But this is literally the same springs that came with the printer because they work. I have no issue with leveling, and again, people seem to change the springs that is supposed to help their leveling problems. Well, I think their leveling problems is something else. It's something else at play, and not the springs. They're saying the knobs come unthreaded, and you know, okay, maybe theirs does, but mine doesn't. So if you set up the printer to print as it's supposed to from the factory, you've got a removable bed. And speaking of a removable bed, I'm going to go ahead and raise up the gantry here. And usually when a print's done, the next thing I'm to do is to remove the plate and start another print. So this just takes a few seconds. Just take this off, take these clips off, move this out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to remove this, get it off the bed, because I don't want to be removing any prints while the print surface is still there. So then I grab another one. That's all there is to it. This just takes a couple of minutes. Okay, then I set up the print to start another print, and basically once that print has started, again, it just takes a few minutes. I purge the printer, I set it up from the controller, I make sure the G code is on the SD card, I heat up the nozzle, I wait for it to get to temperature, purge it out, start the print, and that's it. And then again, I don't have to heat the bed or even worry about that, or cooling the bed. That's a thing of the past. So anyway, so now I'll just deal with the one I just finished up and carry on. In fact, if I had another print here, which I do, which is going to be one of these, I'm going to go ahead and start that, and we'll get going. We'll keep moving. There you go. That's how I can get to 2,200 plus STL files printed, because of this setup. It's just that easy. So some users seem to complicate the printing process, and I don't know. That's up to them, I guess. All right. Happy printing.